Can you hear me? Good evening all. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
In the last class, we were going with the quadratic equations. I started with the quadratic equation yesterday. So many students might be thinking that why quadratic equation again? Let me tell you who. I think Varsha. 1 second. New students are joining actually. Yes. Suchitra. Good evening, Suchitra. Suchitra, good evening. Can you hear me? Suchitra, can you hear me? I will not be point outing any one student, and I'll not be targeting any student, and uh, uh, you know, uh, suggesting that particular student. Yes, whatever I'm telling. For suppose, and I just told Varsha, I suggested Varsha, I ordered, I just said something to her, and I said something to Krishna. So it does not mean that I'm telling them alone. I'm telling to everyone presented over here. Correct? So you have to understand. You are 12th standard student. I'm telling each and everyone here. So you can't be lazy. You can't be like this. You are JEE aspirants. You are going to write your JEE exam after a couple of months. Don't think that you have 1 year of time. You are in 12th standard right now. This is May month. May done. So we are going to start with the June tomorrow. So tomorrow as a June, July, August, September, October, like you feel that I have 12 months of time. Guys, you don't have 12 months of time. In the 12 month of time, practically, genuinely, if you speak about that, you will be having hardly you will be having 4 to 5 months. You will be studying like studying properly with a focus mode. You will be studying 3 to 4 months only. The rest of the months, exams, crash course, that these family function, that this illness, that xyz, so many things. But proper functioning period would be for like 4 to 4.5 months exactly. If I speak 4 to 4.5 months, 4 to 4.5 months, which means 120 to 135 days. 135 days, just you have 135 days where you will be putting your efforts in a proper manner. Just 135 days. You understand? So this 135 days
Sir, about
you have to be very regular to the class. Yes, Mohammed Jafar is speaking something. Jafar, tell me, Jafar.
sir, can you repeat just what you were saying now? I didn't hear properly. Sir. You were telling something about 135 days. I didn't understand.
Yes, everyone can hear my voice, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, I was saying, Jafar, that you just have 135 days. You will be studying 135 days only. Don't think that you have one more year to prepare for JEE exam. You will not be getting 1 year of the time. Don't think that I have 1 year means students mindset would be 365 days. Yes, I have 365 days. Impossible. You don't have that much time. If practically you just have 135 days, for sure 135 to like 140 days hardly. If you like, I'm talking about that is the exact period of that is the exact period where you could where you put your efforts sincerely. That is the amount of period where you put your sincere efforts. So that is what I'm telling you. Please regular to the class. Be regular. Be on time. If anything, I'll post a message in the group. If anything happens, you be in the class. No problem. What's wrong with that? You just try solving other questions. Okay. Who is Shanmita?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, Krishna.
Sir, every day which time you will take sir class? Yesterday.
If you have revised the yesterday's notes, we have gone through only 3 concepts. We have gone through introduction of quadratic equations and roots of the quadratic equations and nature of the roots. So these are the 3 concepts we have gone through. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So today what we do is we will go with common roots concept. Common roots concept. Very, very important. Very important. Let me give you the formulas for common roots. Very important. And we'll solve a question based on that. common roots concept. See, basically you will be expecting, we can expect two types of questions from this concept. What are they? So two types of questions. What are they? So he'll be giving you two quadratic equations beta. Let a1x square plus b1x plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x square plus b2x plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, so let these two quadratic equations given to you. Okay, now if at all, the first condition, if both roots are equal, both roots are equal is nothing but this quadratic equation will be giving you two roots. This quadratic equation also will be giving you two roots. So these two roots and these two roots, if at all they are equal, then the formula is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Correct? Correct? This is the formula where you have to remember. Correct? So the proof, everything I have discussed for CBSE students. The proof, I don't think that proofs and all you needed for JEE exam, but formulas are very important and you must understand applying the procedure. Applying the concept and the question is very important. You must understand that. So we will be going through the formulas and solving the questions and try to remember the formula and try to know how we got that formula actually. How we got that formula. So I'll tell you the simple trick actually. I'll tell you the simple trick how we can remember this formula. Yes, the formula you can remember. First of all, you write the coefficients of the given quadratic equation to you. What are the coefficients? A1, B1, C1, right? 1 second. A1, B1, C1. You write like this. Here is that. Yeah. Here, look at this. A1, B1, C1. Again, you write A1, B1, C1. Okay. Here A2, B2, C2. Again, you write A2, B2, C2. I just make a line here and here. I'll not be considering these two elements here. I will not be considering. What I do here is, okay, this is the one way, this is the one way, and this is the one way. 1 second. This is the one formula. This is the formula. This is the formula for what? From this trick, whatever I taught here, from this trick, I'll be using one formula. If one root in common, the formula for that is, A1C2 minus A2C1 whole square is equal to B1C2 minus B2C1 into A1B2 minus A2B1. This is a formula if one root in common. If both roots are in common, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by A2, B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Very simple. How we got this? This by this Rababu, this by this Rababu. Basically, what I'm doing here, I'm taking a ratio of corresponding terms. I'm taking the coefficient of x square here. Look at this by this, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. That formula is for one root in, sorry, both root in common. If one root in common, how I'm taking? Look at this here. B1, look at this. Where is that? Let me use yellow color. Yeah. Here B1 C2 beta, B1 into C2. Look at this here, and B2 into C1 minus. I wrote like this, and here A1 B2 minus A2 B1 is equal to A2 C1 minus A1 C2. So that is what I wrote here, sir. Here C1 into A2 you have, right? But you are having here C2 into A1. How come it is possible? Anything is correct only. Anything is correct only. This also can be written as minus of A2 C1 minus a1 c2 whole square. a2 whole square. So this minus whole square is nothing but it plus only. You can write anyway, beta. I would simply suggest you that you remember this way. You remember in this way. How I got this formula from this? Look at this: b1 c2 minus b2 c1 a2 a1 b2 minus a2 b1 is equal to a1 c2 minus a2 c1 whole square, or c1 a2 minus c2 a1 whole square. Anything is correct. This whole square part you can write either like this or like this. Anything is correct. Anyhow, you have square. By taking minus common, you can make again like this. But in fact, I would tell you to remember the formula. This is very important. Nothing else is important for you here. These two yellow boxes are important. Correct? Hope you got the point. This is what the common roots concept is all about. Yes. And I'll give a question here. I'll tell you one more trick here to remember this formula. Trick is what? You take a determinant a1 c1 a2 c2 whole square is equal to a1 b1 a2 b2 into b1 c1 b2 c2. Look at this is the determinant which you can take here. Correct? How? a1 c2 minus a2 c1. a1 c2 minus a2 c1 whole square. Look at the whole square here. Now here a2 b1 minus a2 b1. I wrote like this here. Correct? b1 c2 minus b2 c1. I wrote here. That's it. Any doubts? Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
There's a condition for common root. Now I'll give a simple question here. I'll give a simple question. One second, let me. I just gave the question to your junior as well. 6 times of k into 6x square plus 3 plus rx plus 2x square minus 1 is equal to 0, and 6k into 2x square plus 1 into, so plus px plus 4x square minus 1 is equal to 0 have both roots in common, then 2r minus p is equal to dash. Option A 0, option B 1, C 2, option D 3. Look at this here. This is one quadratic equation. This is another one, and you have to check the condition. What is the condition given? Have both roots in common, then 2r minus p is equal to dash. Quick. Who is Shanmita? Shanmita, you are the first. Is this the first class you are joining for, Shanmita?
No, sir.
Have you? I know. I don't see your name. I didn't see your name in the last few classes. This, I think you have joined and you left in between. I think one day.
No, sir.
This is the first maths class you are joining, right? Am I correct?
No, sir. I've joined.
I saw your name, but you have left in between actually. Might be the technical issue. Don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you attended yesterday?
No, sir. Yesterday I didn't.
So which board you are studying in, beta?
SSC, sir.
I mean, CBSE or state board?
State board,
State.
sir.
Okay, then this is the first time you are attending for the quadratic equation. You haven't studied,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Then you should have gone through yesterday's. Okay, no
Yes,
problem.
sir.
Please go through the recording of quadratic equation today's and yesterday's one.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then find out this. Have you? Yesterday we haven't discussed anything new, beta. Like everything you have studied in class 10. In class 10, what you have you studied in state board or CBSE class 10?
State board, sir.
I'm sure whatever you have learned in class 10 in a state board, that is what we have discussed.
Okay, sir.
Today we are discussing something new, which is important for JEE Main. Now solve this question quick.
Sir, done.
Don't tell the answer. Privately reply. How many have you done? Quick. Last 20 seconds. Very good, Adesha. Adesha, meanwhile, see, if you have done with this question, meanwhile, what you do is, I have shared previous year JEE questions PDF, right, Adesha?
Yes, sir. It's there.
Class Google Classroom. You solved remaining questions of that. We have solved many maximum. I mean, we have solved a couple of questions from that PDF. You solved remaining questions whichever we haven't made. If
Yes, sir.
you have done with the answer right now, you have time. You have time right now, right? I'm waiting for others to respond. In this time, in this gap, you just try solving them. Actually, try to think about them, or try to think about something else. But don't waste your time. Look at this, guys. Very simple question. How can we solve this question? Now, this is a one quadratic equation. This is the second quadratic equation. So now, this is a first quadratic, this is a second quadratic. Okay. From the first quadratic equation, look at this. How can I just, I'm multiplying beta 6 into k, 6k x square plus 3k plus rx plus 2x square minus 1 is equal to 0. And another quadratic equation given to you here is 6k into 2x square. So 12k x square plus 6k plus px plus 4x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Correct? So these two quadratic equation I got from the given data. Right? Now here look at the like terms. This and this. Now this is another term. These two are constants here. Right? Yeah. So now 6k plus 2 into x square plus rx plus 3k minus 1 is equal to 0. Now here also same thing. Look at it here, taking what? X square common. So which means I left with what? 6k plus 4x square, and x term is px. 6k minus 1 is equal to 0. Now isn't it looking like a x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0? I mean a1x square b1x plus c1. Isn't it looking like a2x square plus b2x plus c2 is equal to 0? What is a1 here? This is my a1, this is my a2, this is my c1, this is my, sorry, this is my b1 c1, this is a2, this is b2, this is c2. Correct? What he has given here, both roots in common. Both roots in common is nothing but, we know that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. This is a condition we know here. For what? For both roots in common. For both roots in common. Correct? Very good. Now a1 is what here? 6k plus 2. A2 is what? 12k plus 4 is equal. B1 is what, beta? R. B2 is what, beta? P is equal to C1 is what? 3k minus 1. 6k minus 1. Correct? Now I need what? What I need here? We need 2r minus p is equal to dash. 2r minus p I need here. So now what I do here is I'll select these two and equate them. Okay. How can I equate? So 6k plus 2. In the denominator, I can take 2 common. So 6k plus 2 I will be left with r by p. Now this will be getting cancelled. So what I left with now? 1 by 2 is equal to r by p. So p is equal to 2r. 2r minus p is equal to 0. That is what my requirement here. 2r minus p is asking. Answer is 0. Option A is correct. Dekho how simple it is. Isn't it? Krishna ji, are you able to follow? Sharmita ji, are you able to follow? Adesha, very good. Johan, very good. Jeevan ji, are you able to follow? Jafar.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Koi doubt?
Mm,
Any
sir.
doubts here? Tell me. Very simple, right? Sir, where this term goes then? Where this term goes then? Arey, wo term chodo. Look at this here. We need not look at this. If I tell, look at this. If I have something like this, beta, let me tell you one thing. I have x by y is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 4 by 8. You write 4 by 8. देखो इसमें अभी देखो मैंने बताता हूँ अभी. You have something like this. A by B. Okay. Now I can say that I can equate these two, or I can equate these two, or I can equate these two. Everything is equal, right? So similarly, I'm doing here. So if I equate first and second term, my answer will be, I'll be getting my answer very easily. Now I can equate these two. Also, I'll be getting the answer, but I have to make a few, few more extra steps. If I equate these two, so nothing wrong with equating, but nothing wrong equating these two actually. Why nothing wrong with equating beta, but that is not required. That is not required here. Why? Because we want in terms of r and p. R and p giving me where actually? Look at this here, r and p. If I just equate these two, here this I'm getting cancelled. I'm just left. I just left it with what r and p terms. So from that, I'm just finding my answer very easily. Hope you got very simple question. Next, let me go for the next question. I'll give one more question here. I'll give one more question. Find the value of m if find the value of m if the equations have a common root. Quick. Common root formula. What is the formula? Look at this here. This is the term you can use here. This is a formula I can use here. Have a common root is nothing but one root in common. Have a root in common. A root is nothing but one root in common. Correct? So you have to use the formula accordingly. Tell me the answer quickly. Those who have done, reply me privately. Those who have not understood the question, those who are not able to think anything, please message me that IDK. IDK. What is IDK? I do not know. Yes, I told multiple times, if you are not aware of any question, please put a message called IDK in the chat box. I'll guide them personally. No problem. Quick. Guys, I was in mute actually. Oh my goodness. Guys, guys, can you hear my voice? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I was speaking. I was speaking. At what time I got mute actually? I don't know. I went mute. I went mute actually. I don't know at what time I went. I don't know how it became like that. I don't even know how it happened, but I was writing all this. Did you listen what I was saying this? Guys, this method is a common sense
No, sir,
method.
you are not audible.
I was not audible. My goodness. No, I'm saying here that this method is a common sense method, beta. He is asking us to find the value of m of the equation this and this. And he has given a one root in common. Right? So we need to find out this m value here, this m value, this m value. And he has given this quadratic equation here. So I'll be factorizing this quadratic equation. I got x values. I substituted these two x values in a star equation. Okay, in star quadratic equation, I got m values. That's it. That is a common sense method. Sir, I'm not getting this idea. I'll go with the formula method only. Then you can go with the formula method. Nothing wrong with that. If at all you're not getting an idea of that particular formula I have given to you, then you may go through this common sense method. If you use formula method also, you get the same answer for sure. Any doubt, guys? Any doubts, people? Any doubts? Guys, any doubts here? Guys, are you here? I'll give one more question. I'll give one more question. Minus 10 is equal to 0. Have a root in common. Then a square minus b square is equal to dash. Have a root in common. Then a square minus b square value is what? Make it fast. Option A. Option A 20. Make it fast. Jeevan, Pravalika, Shanmita, Varsha, Johan, are you guys able to follow?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mohammed, actually your chemistry sir has joined. Let us wind up this class within 5 minutes, within 2 minutes. Make it fast. Solve this question. Your class is going to start now within 2 minutes. Make it fast. This is one equation. This is another equation. Have a root in common. Then the value of this is what? Last 15 seconds. Last 15 seconds. It's quite simple. Have a root in common. Adesha, right answer, Adesha. You're right. Mohammed, no. Mohammed, wrong answer, Mohammed. I think you made a mistake in calculation. I'm sure you have approached the right method, but your answer is wrong. I think you made some plus minus mistake. Check calculation. Check your calculation part. Yes, now you are right, Mohammed. So guys, this is, you take it as a homework. Option B is correct here. Answer is 40. Answer is 40. Yes. I have given the formulas starting of the class. Approach with that formula. Approach with the formula. It's a very easy question, guys. Very easy question. So in the next class, we'll be solving a couple of complex questions. Then we'll go for previous year JEE questions. Okay, people. Okay, let's make a move now. So your chemistry class is going to start now. So revise these notes and come to the class. Without revision, do not come to the class. And fix your camera and come to the class. This is the first and last warning I have given today. So tomorrow's class will not be like that. In the next class, I should see everyone is turning on your cameras. I kindly request, if you're not having camera, please do not join the class and don't make me to remove from the class, please. Thank you.